I was just down.
Hey guys, what's up? This is XWolfX here, and I am sorry that I have not posted a video in a little while. Life has kind of gotten in the way, so I'm at least going to try coming back and doing videos at least once a week, whether it be just like deck profile videos or gameplay or something like that, or even a discussion video. I'm going to try bringing you guys at least weekly content. I am terribly sorry about that, and I'm not using that as an excuse. It's just one of those things, life gets in the way. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this video. So this video is kind of just, since I haven't done it yet, a ban list discussion video, and I figured it's appropriate timing, especially because I like to kind of be consistent, and Konami likes to be consistent with the ban list over here in the TCG, if you guys get the joke. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So the first one, if you guys may kind of see, would be Wind Up Hunter getting banned, and I know some people are going to be like raising their eyebrows like, why? The only reason why I'm saying ban this is so that Zen or Wind Up Carrier can just come back at 3, because Wind Ups are doing nothing anymore. You might as well let them have their toy back. And for you guys who don't know why you have to ban Hunter to bring back Carrier, basically, if you guys weren't playing in the Wind Up format, turn 1, there's a hand loop that just wipes out your whole hand, and you can't play the game because you have no hand, and the next turn they proceed to decay. It was really dumb and really annoying, especially back when Max C was really expensive and so was Effect Failure, so you really couldn't stop it easily. Anyways, so on to my next cards. Now these cards are just cards I would like to see get banned, which would be Card of Demise and Pot of Desires. Any card that can create such advantage just from one card itself, I think is dumb and unhealthy for the game. There's a reason why we have cards like Pot of Greed banned. Anyways, as for other cards I could see getting banned would be either Elder Entity Norden or Bahamut Shark, or maybe even both, because Norden can get you out of really tight bonds and just kind of say, hey, look, I'm a one card out, which can be really dumb at times. And then for Bahamut Shark, for you guys who don't know, Totally Awesome is a really broken card. It recently went over to 1 in Japan. So I don't know if Konami of TCG will follow the route of kind of banning the stepping stool for it. Kind of like when we had every deck, that rank 4 deck that had access to Cyber Infinity with Palitamos. Something like that, and that's the reasoning behind it. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about cards going to 1. Let's talk about Stratos. There's no reason for this card to be banned anymore. Every deck almost has 3 of these anymore. It's ridiculous. Like, the Satellar Knights have Deneb. The Dinosaur deck has, like, Stratos on crack. For you guys who don't know the new Dinosaur, whenever it's summoned, you can search or send one of your dinosaurs to the graveyard, and then once per turn, he can special summon a dinosaur from your graveyard. So it's a free rank 4 that creates advantage. It's really dumb, and at this point, it's really kind of justifying that Stratos can come back at 1, even. Another card that needs to go to 1 is Speedroid Terratop. For you guys who don't know, basically there's just giant Zodiac plays. Zodiac's already showing very powerful presence here in the TCG. It needs to be nerfed already. Long story short. Another card, Monster Reborn. I just would really like to see this card back. It's a nice staple. Basically, top deck, get yourself out of the situation. It's just a nice card overall. Union Hanger, for you guys who played against ABCs, this card can be really annoying, especially because when they do the little tag out with the ABC Dragon Cannon, or whatever his name is, it just gets annoying with how much advantage this one card can create. If you put it down to 1 like the OCG does, it slows down the deck and hurts it a lot. Another card, if they don't ban Norden, I would say put Instant Fusion to 1, because a lot of decks are playing it at 3 to kind of consistently see Norden, and then we have Totally Awesome plays or some other dumb rank 4. So this just needs to go down 1. Another one, once again, following the OCG list, Fire Formation Tinky, just because, once again, Zodiacs is a problem. I feel like they do need to hit more of the Zodiac cards, but they're way too new and selling, so Konami doesn't want to hit what's making them money. And because right now we don't have a TCG like broken deck like we did with Cosmos and Burning Abyss, they're like, okay, no, right now we're making our money off Zodiac, so this is what they got to do. Swirl Slime, or DDD Swirl Slime. Once again, DDDs are doing pretty well. They're pretty crazy deck. I'm just kind of following the OCG on this one. I've seen a lot of combo plays start off with him, so I feel like he can go to 1. Another one, I would say ABC Dragon Buster. Just because he has the ability to tag out, bring out 3 monsters, and then with Union Hanger, technically a 4th. And the fact that he's got the quick effect of once per turn discarding a card, which isn't really a big cost in that deck to banish something. So I just feel like he'd be good at 1, or Union Hanger at 1, or maybe both at 1, and maybe that will be enough to slow down the deck and not have it at tier 1 anymore, and kind of keep it with a power creep. Another card that needs to go to 1 is Cyframe Omega, just because when your opponent generally gets out 3 Omegas, for you guys who have not played against this, you lose. Generally, a lot of the time, your opponent will lock you out by taking 3 cards of your hand every turn, and then the 3 will come back. And yes, you do get your cards back, but then you don't get access, because by the time your next turn comes around, you're getting 3 cards out of your hand, so it causes that little cycle. Another card that needs to go to 1 is Totally Awesome. As much as I love using him, he's just way too powerful. For you guys who don't know what he does, he can negate a monster effect or a spell activation or trap activation and set it. So he stops a lot of stuff, and he creates way too much advantage. So if you put him at 1, you can no longer loop him with Bahama Shark, or you have to be really careful on what you're grabbing back from the graveyard. Another card I feel like can come back at 1 is El Shadow Construct. Shadows have been kind of knocked down for a while, and with the game being super power creeped as it is, I don't know if even bringing this back at 1 will do anything for Shadows. But, it's kind of like testing the water. If it does something, then obviously ban it again. And if it's doing nothing, then I guess we could let it go back to 2 or 3 even. Alright, so let's go ahead. I don't really have anything that I feel like could just go to 2. I feel like anything can go either to 1 or 3. Like I was talking about earlier, Wind-Up Zen Carrier, Wind-Up Carrier. I just feel like this card can come back at 3. Wind-Ups really aren't doing anything. It's my same logic with bringing back Wind-Up Magician at 3. The deck's not doing anything. The game has way power creep since then, so I feel like you can easily bring back Wind-Ups. Another card that could come back at 3 is Thunder King. There's really no reason for him at 2. He's way too slow to be as good as he used to be. Like, I remember I used to love playing Thunder King. 1900 beat stick prevented my opponent from adding cards from their deck to their hand and could stop a special summon, but nowadays he's just not as good as he used to be, especially when he's taking up your normal summon. Another card I would say would be Dandelion. Because we're no longer in Plant Synchro or even Dragon Roller format, Dandelion's not as good as he used to be. As much as I love Dandelion, I just know he's not doing as much. Same logic with Debris Dragon. Right now, he's even slow for the game because almost everything is power creeped out. So, I mean, you could put him back at 3. OCG has him at 3, and it's not really doing anything. And then Maxi at 3, just because I feel like putting up 2, they were just throwing darts on the dartboard. Anyways, so I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, I'm going to be adding more content here soon. And just remember, if you guys like this, give it a like and subscribe and share with your friends. And go ahead and let me know, guys, down in the comments below what you think that should be banned or should switch around on the ban list. All right, this is XWolfX, and I'm out. Peace.